Hey guys, this is Verbal Engine 95, recording live from the local county prison cell. One more thing before the return of Death Battle. And last week I had Virgil, so I thought it appropriate to only have another Devil May Cry character because there's no Bayonetta characters that would work in a Death Battle aside from Bayonetta, to my knowledge. So this was a little tough. I mean, there was a couple of things I could really work through, but I decided to use a really stupid criteria for a fight that I found online, obviously. Because again, I hate how I have to keep stressing this. I don't come up with these. I look them up online. So this fight is going to be Sin Kiske versus Nero from Devil May Cry. Sin Kiske from Guilty Gear versus Nero from Devil May Cry. So it's Virgil's son that we never heard about until now, and then Kai's son that we never heard about until now. So yeah. Um, surprisingly, this is pretty much like putting Kai against somebody. I mean, I'd hate to say that because there's a lot of differentiations between Kai and Sin. Okay, Sin uses a spear. That's really the only difference, but in terms of lore and power, in terms of how they're used in the game, that's different. But in terms of lore and power, no. Like, okay, Sin's got the lightning seal, and now he has the lightning seal anyway. And, he can use lightning magic, just not to the degree of Kai. But he's been trained by Soul, so it's a different fighting style than Kai uses. Except Soul is a lazy bastard and decided not to train him fully because he never does anything wholeheartedly. So, yeah. And now you know everything there is to know about Sin Kiske. That's pretty much it. If you know about Kai Kiske and how Soul fights and how a spear is different from a sword, you know everything about Sin Kiske. Oh, and he eats a lot in the middle of fights. Now let's go into Nero, because this is actually a different character. Son of Virgil, so he's actually... I don't think it ever specified who Nero's mother was, um, and whether or not she was human or demon. I guess we would have to assume she's human. Just because, well, I guess that's a big assumption too. Let's put it this way. If she's human, Nero's a quarter demon. If she's demon, he's three-quarters demon. That's odd to me, but whatever. Um, that's weird to me only because, like, okay, clearly Nero is not supposed to be up to the power of Dante and Virgil. Hell, I wouldn't even say he's necessarily up to the power of Trish in a lot of cases. So a quarter demon makes sense, but then three-quarters demon is like, okay, this is why you're even, you know, this is the only reason we're even considering you to be a hero is because you're three-quarters demon. You're more demon than we are. But I don't. So yeah, okay, so he is not the same amount of demon as Virgil and Dante are. Let's just leave it at that. Then again, Trish is a full demon. Whatever. Um, so Nero, um, being part demon in some amount or another, is superhumanly strong, fast, um, able to survive very intense blows. He doesn't heal. I don't think Dante heals. I don't think any of them heal, actually, do they? Except for in the Devil Trigger form. I don't think any of them, like, heal in general. I think they can just survive. Like, I don't think Dante heals from being shot in the mouth. I think he can just survive being shot in the mouth. Um, so yeah. Um, I believe that's the distinction. He doesn't heal except for, well, he doesn't really have his own Devil Trigger mode. But then, like Dante, he has his own signature weapon, except unlike Dante, it's not a demon weapon, it's the Red Princess, I believe her name is, or the Red. No, it's the Red Princess, and then his gun is the Blue Flower, I believe, right? Yeah, or the Blue Rose or something, which is a like a double barrel pistol thing, double barrel revolver or something like that. It's whatever, and I think it's like chargeable or something. But anyway, and Red Princess is just a sword, but then he gets Yamato, so fuck Red Princess. I'm sorry, that sword's cool, but Yamato is yeah, yeah. Um, because like I said, he's Virgil's son, and Dante gives it to him. Um, and before he didn't have a devil trigger form, he had the devil bringer, which was the arm that just lets him hit things a lot and really hard as a demon. It's basically a devil trigger, but just on the arm, I believe. But then once he got to Yamato, because it's, his specific blood is actually in Yamato, um, it resonates with it and gets like this big fucking after imagey looking guy of him that also has a giant version of Yamato that he can. So it's like doppelganger, but with a giant version of yourself hitting the person also. Yeah, like so that's interesting. Um, but despite having a lot of power at his disposal, he doesn't have anywhere near Dante or Virgil's level of skill. Um, he and I and in some cases, like he has a lot of he has a lot of raw power to him, but he does not have the skill necessary. Much like Sin. So this is a sort of okay fight. Um, so how would this fight end? Well, in terms of raw power, just like destructive power, the things that Sin can do are pretty devastating compared to a lot of the things that Nero can do. And considering like Sin's abilities don't really come at like a cost or anything. They're just sort of it's magic. They're just cast, and he can just and he can use them in a lot of ways that Virgil hasn't really, or not Virgil, that Nero isn't really accustomed to fighting. But then again, same thing go for Sin. He's not accustomed to fighting anything like Virgil or like Nero. Damn it, I keep saying Virgil. So like Sin has a lot of devastating power at his disposal that Nero doesn't and probably wouldn't be able to combat effectively. However, Nero definitely has the upper hand in this fight in pretty much every other category. I would say he's stronger, faster, uh, probably more skilled. Despite, I mean, he's been trained. He just hasn't been. He's just not, Dante Virgil level skill. Um, but he actually received like full on training from like, he's part of like the honor guard or whatever it's called. Whereas Sin just got trained by, Soul sort of half-assedly. Um. Yeah. He's more durable, definitely. And I mean, his Devil Bringer isn't gonna be. I mean, it's not like Sin's not accustomed to people that punch really hard, but um, that giant whatever it's called thing with you, like once Yamato comes out, yeah, I think it's pretty much over. I think Nero takes this once Yamato gets pulled out. You're using Red Princess, okay, cool, whatever, then Sin can beat the shit out of him. But once Yamato gets pulled out, yeah, it's pretty much over. Plus, I believe, I think Nero can use the whole sword thing that Virgil uses, where he like materializes hard light swords and sends them after him. I don't think he can do everything with them that Virgil can do. Like he can't surround himself or surround the enemy or like make them all Hellzone grenade them or whatever. But I believe he can like shoot them at the opponent. I don't even know if it's the same, like if he can do it the same like rapidness as Virgil can, but um I I to my understanding he can't do that. So that I mean, yeah, so Sin would be a tricky opponent, to be honest, I think, for Nero, but I see Nero taking this at the end. Like I don't really think there's a way Nero's going to lose. It's not gonna be an easy fight, but I think it ends with him winning though. So yeah. Anyway, next week expect the prediction for whatever they announce is happening next. Um, I might, if in the event that they just reveal one opponent, I might not do a video predicting it. I might, but like always, for those of you who aren't familiar with the way I do things here, in the event that they do only reveal one, I'll make a video guessing who I think they're going to reveal, and then once they reveal the person, I do a video predicting the fight, and I delete the video where it was the one person, where like I only knew about the one person. Um, and also I'll have to be doing another, analysis video because I do those once a week. So yeah. But anyway, um, till then, Verbal Engineering.